we'll give them a call on Monday.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Preeti.
Yeah, ma'am, yesterday I had a call from Ansh Dubey. This is Three Compassion. So his mother was saying that ma'am Marathi लिया नहीं है classroom में, and now they are expecting, the teachers are expecting that the children should read all the Marathi, whatever the teachers are teaching now. She told me that she'll call you. I told her to directly talk with you. She told that I'm just telling you, ma'am. Anyway, call will become.
In any case, yeah.
Ma'am, we are asking that first 2-3 months at least you take a touch of class 2 and then start of class 3. That's what her opinion was.
मैम एक्चुअली कल क्लास 3 में जो बच्चों को मैंने वही कहा कि हम 2 का ही लेंगे, ये मत हम क्लास 2 में जो था बेसिक फोनिक वही लेंगे। तो वो टाइम तो बच्चों ने हाँ आई स्टार्ट किया
ठीक है, they will realize, just a suggestion that's coming from the parents, ठीक है, but in April try and take a revision of the previous class only, because actually we had Marathi periods, ऐसे नहीं कि नहीं थे, पर बहुत कम second term में ही Marathi periods थे, so children may have forgotten.
क्लास 2 में नहीं थे ना मैम,
So anyway, class 2 to 8 तो मराठी होती है, but in any case do only revision in the month of April, उसके बाद जून में आप शुरू कर सकते syllabus. Okay, so don't touch the textbook only. Don't touch the textbook.
Yes.
Don't touch the textbook. Whole week they were not present. So I'll also send them.
See, check on Monday, because Tuesday, Wednesday are 2 holidays again. So even this week, I actually do not expect too many children to be attending. Though it's online, wherever they're going, they can attend. But people are traveling still. So in spite of all the cases and everything, people are still traveling a lot. So in case Monday to nahi, but Tuesday, Thursday, by Thursday, Friday, if your attendance is not good enough, then give a list of students. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other problems? Any other issues?
Yes, ma'am. It's not only I.
We are taking revision, ma'am.
And what about EVS? What are you taking in the EVS periods? Susan, you're mute. Susan, your mic is off.
Yeah.
Susan, your mic is off.
Last one is not having EVS in the month of April.
So English and Hindi only. English, Hindi, Maths.
English, Hindi,
Maths. Okay. So do only, because a lot of children have come from schools where they did not do any senior KG at all throughout the year. So make sure that you do a lot of revision of senior KG. Sunita, you know what is the syllabus of senior KG. So try and stick to that only, but don't take too much time over each formation of letter, over each concept. Do it really fast, so that every day they're doing something different. Okay, give them homework. Okay, just a few.
Deepika, can I interrupt for 1 minute? 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Class 1 teachers, it will be very nice if the children who are coming from other schools, or no, fledglings won't have a problem because you were taking online classes, but other schools, if you could just tell the parents that you'll help them out, during May also, since you are at home, and if you devote some time to the weak students, it will be good for you when they come back also, and parents will also feel happy and satisfied that you're taking interest. So please tell the parents, devote 1 hour or 40 minutes or whatever to a group of students who are weak, and tell them we'll form a group, and it earns a lot of goodwill also, and for you also it will be very, very convenient when they come back. And class 1 students, they lose touch. You'll have a very difficult time when they come back. So I suggest that please take out a little bit of time and do something with the students, the weak ones. Don't take all the classes as such, but on your own initiative, there's no timetable, nothing. But it will be a very nice gesture on your part to do that. Thank you, Deepika.
Okay, so a few rules that I want to tell you and inform you so that you're very, very aware. Now, as far as holidays are concerned, since you're taking the classes from home and they're completely online, last week I had a few requests of leave. Now, leave rules are slightly amended this year. Of course, the rest of the rules still stand that you, if there's an emergency, you have to put a message on the group before 7 o'clock in the morning. But if it is sanctioned leave, then it has to be sanctioned at least 24 hours prior. It cannot be, if you haven't got it sanctioned, please do not even apply for it. Okay, so those rules still stand, but as far as the online classes are concerned, suppose you have 5 classes in a day. If you have, if you've taken 3 classes and not taken the last 2, then it is half day fee. If you have 4 classes, then you have to take 2. So it works that way. So teaching and observation is treated at par. So if you are an observer in the class, please do not think that extra काम है. It's okay that I don't attend class, or it's okay if I don't even switch on my video or my camera. So in all observation classes, you will be like an active teacher. You will observe, which means you will have your cameras on. You will have 2 teachers in the class. One teacher is teaching, the other one has the camera off. It's like you not being present at all for the students. The students can see your name there, but they see that your camera is off. Now, if the teacher who's teaching tells them that please keep your cameras on, I cannot see you, switch on your cameras, otherwise I'll remove you. There is a teacher who's with you who's got a camera off. So it just goes out as a wrong message. Okay, so both the teachers will have the cameras on at all times. No excuses for that at all. If you have any problem in connecting, even for one day, please come to the school and conduct classes. We've done it all through the second term. There is no problem as far as connectivity is concerned. Now we have Wi-Fi in the computer lab also. So you can come to the school, conduct the classes from there. The school is very safe. Okay, the building is sanitized every day, and you won't have a problem at all. So any problem at home, whether it is connectivity or children not letting you take your classes, or you feel distracted, or your mother-in-law is telling you or whatever the reason, any problem at all, please come to the school and conduct your class. So at any point of time, if you send a message saying, ma'am, I was not able to attend the classes today, or I was not able to teach because I had connectivity issues, it will not be accepted. The very next day, please come to school. Okay? Just a few rules that I wanted to make very, very clear. And some of you, I think Deepali and Rebecca have sent their project-based learning PPTs. The rest have not sent anything. So are you still working on it, or have you got so involved in the classes and the preparation that you've forgotten about it? Yes? Do you want me to give you a deadline?
Yes. Give them a deadline. Nothing works without a deadline.
By the end of this week, Saturday. Don't spoil your weekend. Don't spoil your Sunday. Spend that with the family. Finish off by Friday evening. So that Saturday and Sunday you can spend with family. Okay. So Friday evening, 6 o'clock is your submission time for project-based learning. Okay. Anything else? I don't really have any points as such, ma'am. What about the school synergy? Did you all attend the school synergy workshop yesterday? Those of you who've been added to the Telegram group did not attend? Remember that it is every Saturday. And these are very good sessions. They will help you a lot. So when we are doing project-based learning, it actually is related to that. So if you attend those classes, like the last time they had the storytelling for different subjects, integration of stories. So I think it was a very good session. Also, Higher has started its sessions. They've teamed up with something known as Toddle, and they've started their sessions again, which are again I think every Saturday. So you can start enrolling and registering for that. 2 COE trainings per month you have to mandatorily do. Please make sure register well in advance, because seats get full really fast. If you do 2 a month, towards the end of the second term, you will not be rushing and doing 10 in a month and 12 in a month. So make sure that you do 2 in a month every month, also in the month of May. So whether Ajay tells you, if there is one specific training that we are all supposed to undergo, Ajay will inform you and please enroll for that. But if he does not inform you, do not wait for instructions to come from him which training you're supposed to do. Just find 2 which are relevant to your subject, which you have not done already, and register for those, and upload the certificates on the drive. Also today sometime, Rupali, is that form ready?
Ma'am, actually that form for the backlog of 2021 we have to fill it for 24 times, or whatever the number of the certificates are with the teachers. We have to do that, ma'am. Then only we can get that, ma'am.
It can't be on one. It can't be on one single form. Why is that?
Then we have to give them the paragraph wise, and then when the responses will come to us, that will come in that one. It is very khichdi type of response. So better to complete this backlog for 22 times or 24 times. जितने भी बार certificate है. Just teachers, whenever we are doing any CBSE training, one feedback form will be there. Just give a feedback. That means your response will be added directly to the Google Sheet that you have done this training. Means the count will increase. That type of feedback will be there.
So what Rupali is saying is, like you have your Google Forms, so there will be a Google form which will be shared with you. As soon as you complete any COE training, fill up that form. That form basically just has details of the training that you have attended. Okay, so it will have your name, your email ID, the training that you've done, under which COE, what is the duration, what is the date of the training. So this is data that we require to upload for CBSE. So you will have to do it for each training. Can't we do it on a Google Drive directly? So if we make a Google Sheet, and just have them fill up the Google Sheet, won't that do?
Ma'am,
will that serve the purpose?
I will give my example. If I will upload a certificate to the drive, I will forget to enter that in the Google Sheet, the entry in the Google Sheet. Instead of that, we will have a Google form. Directly that certificate form will go on the drive in that particular folder, and directly a feedback will get added to the Google Sheet. Like this happens. So, एक feedback form हो दिया तो response आ जाएगा. We will have the record also complete.
Okay, like you have the feedback form that you fill during the training. You will be filling a feedback form after the training, which will be for our data. Okay.
And it will not be limit to one response, so teachers can fill as many as times if needed certificate trainings.
Okay, so this form that you will be filling will be till the 31st of March as of now. Okay, and then after that, as in when you do the trainings, clear to everybody? Anybody who's still remaining to finish the 10 trainings? Okay, Ajay says there's a triennial training. Each teacher has to complete 9 trainings per year. I think it's 9 trainings. Is it 9 trainings per year or is it 9 trainings for 3 years?
Yeah, ma'am, continue 3 years, no? 9, 9 and 8.
Continue 3 years.
Like this. Actually 8.3.
Like this.
We rounded to 9.
We rounded to 9.
9, I think 7.
Yeah, so if you actually do 2 trainings a month, that should suffice for everything. The other thing is, the in-house, anyway, that we'll come back to later, as and when we decide. There is also a calendar which Ajay has made, which is a training, COE training calendar. Ajay, please share it on the group. All of you take a look at it. By and large, you should do whatever he has planned for each month, enroll for those trainings. But if you feel that you've already done that, then do not enroll for that. There's no point in doing the same for that. So try not again. Do not register for Delhi East, Delhi West. They are a little problematic as far as links are concerned. The links don't come in time, and then you have a problem getting a certificate. So Delhi East and Delhi West is something that unless you're really desperate to complete your number of trainings, then enroll for it. Otherwise, don't. Okay, now one thing that I want to share with you is Gurleen and Radhika had a little bit of a problem in the online class. There was some student who was entering and was playing some songs. They could not really identify who the student was. They could not, so they removed the child once. The child joined back with another name and then again started playing the songs. My advice to you is, firstly, lock your meetings at 9:1. If your meeting starts at 9 o'clock, lock at 9:1. I would say lock at 9 actually. If there is a student who has a connectivity problem, tell them to send a message on the WhatsApp group to you, and then you let them in. That way, firstly, you will know. So this is actually the observer's job. Okay? So one, you will know who is the child joining in at the last moment. So if you know that particular child is giving some problem or is playing some songs or something, you know it is that particular child. Firstly. Secondly, you do not have to let everybody in. Now suppose anybody else is trying to join in without informing you on WhatsApp or anything, just let them be. Do not let them in. So they will be a little conscientious. They will not delay joining in. And you will know if anybody is added later, you will know who's being added. And if you have removed a person, now suppose like in this case there was this child who was playing, child or whoever was playing music. Now once you remove, I know it for a fact that in Zoom, that person cannot join the meeting back. So how is that person joining over and over again, multiple number of times?
Ma'am, that means they are different mail ID. So they need it possible.
Mail ID or a different name?
Mail ID, ma'am. Name to baad mere name ho. Mail ID is different. Zoom block that mail ID for that meeting. So they will not join.
So but if they use the child will actually go to that length to make themselves be present in the meeting. Do you think they'll do that much? They'll take so much effort? Anyway, just do not add them in. Okay? And if somebody, like I said, if somebody, kindly add me to the Synergy group. Okay, so this Synergy, Radhika, this Synergy mail is there on the academics account. Open that account. There is a link there to join the group. So just click on the link and you'll get added. Okay. Anybody else who wants to join the School Synergy Telegram group, there is a mail on the academics account. Go to that mail, open it. There is a link there which says click here to join the Telegram. Just click on that and you get added. Now, School Synergy group is actually for all subjects. It's not just English, science and maths and social studies. It's for all subjects. Okay, so going back to discipline in the online Zoom classes. don't get too bothered about, there is no way of frankly finding out who it is. Okay, so don't waste time over it. Just and do not even start lecturing children. किसने किसको लिंक शेयर किया, आपने किसी को बाहर से शेयर किया, किसको दिया, जो बच्चे चले गए उनको दिया. Don't get into all that adalat. It's not going to get you anywhere. You will not know who it is. So best is just lock your meeting. Do not let anybody in. If anybody wants to join, tell them to make a request on the WhatsApp so that you know whom you're adding. Okay.
Even when we unmute them, still it works. When we unmute them, still it works.
When we unmute them.
So those who is on, those only we are giving option to unmute. Otherwise they are on mute.
Otherwise they are on mute.
So if they want to speak anything, they want to ask, those video is on. So that
student classes, also in some classes I've noticed that for 40 minutes a teacher just keeps and the students don't do anything. So Ajay, when you say all are on compulsory mute, do you unmute them? If they have to ask you a question, how do they ask you?
Ma'am,
they raise their hands.
And I will ask them. Then it is easy for me. And now observer is there, so it's quite easy.
That is fine. But what I'm telling you is that some teachers are taking classes where for 40 minutes the teacher is talking. You can't imagine how difficult it is for a child to concentrate.
For 1 week, ma'am. Once that fellow knows that we are doing such a thing, that he can't do anything, so he will not join. Anyhow, chat is to host only. If there is any issue. So it works. That's why I'm telling you.
It works. That's why.
You discourage. You discourage that child, and if you don't let them in, the child will give up sometime or the other. So this is something that you need to just start with, and eventually the child or whoever it is will get discouraged and realize that यहाँ तो कुछ हो नहीं रहा है and not join back. No, but what I'm telling you is, if you're going to keep talking for 40 minutes, children will go off to sleep, which I'm telling you if they do. And if they go off to sleep, they're not going to learn anything. So make sure that your classes are very, very engaging. You keep talking to the children all the time. Do not let them switch off their cameras.
No,
keep
even
talking to
ma'am.
them.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Even ma'am, what we are doing, we are giving them quizzes in middle, so that we can say who are there.
We can say who are there.
Because they will join the quizzes, no? So whatever part we taught them, no? For that particular topic, we are sending quizzes also.
Okay, I'm not saying all teachers are doing it. Some teachers are doing that. So your classes will become boring. Children will stop coming to your classes, and then you'll have an attendance problem. So make sure that you are very, very entertaining. I must say, your classes are very, very captivating. The children should feel motivated to come to your class in the morning. So if you want ideas, whenever you have free periods, attend a few classes of your colleagues so that you get ideas. There are lots of resource materials available on the internet, on YouTube, how to make your classes very, very engaging. Look at that. So you are the, what should I say, you are the host of course, but you are the one that sets the theme for the class, especially the teachers who start the first class in the morning. If you do not have energy, everybody will go off to sleep. So a lot of energy. Make yourself animated completely, especially for the primary class. Okay? You want to say something? We have about 8-9 minutes left. Anybody else wants to say something?
Okay. Just a few points I want to tell the teachers. One is that some teachers are I think telling the parents they are not allowed to sit with the children. If they, we do allow parents to sit with the children, but only thing is what you must tell them is do not interfere with the class. You're not supposed to talk, but do not ban the parents from sitting with the children. Sometimes children are irresponsible and we tell the parents, please sit with them and monitor them. So no teacher will tell the parents not to sit in the class. They are welcome to sit in the class, but they should be quiet and not disturb the class. Secondly, you know, all these trainings that you do, and Deepika has been telling you to keep a record, I would suggest that make a folder on your PC where you have all the screenshots of what you do. You know, you're likely to forget, like we keep doing so many of these trainings and webinars. So you forget that which one you did, and you know, later on also for record it's very difficult. So take a screenshot of that training or that Google form that you filled in, put it in the folder so that you know that okay, you've done this. So tomorrow if you have to even prove that you've done that, you have a screenshot. Thirdly, the extracurricular activities, we've been sending you a lot of links. Yesterday I attended that rock and roll dance class also. So similarly, these are all optional, voluntary, but please encourage the students to attend, because you know, you take 3 to 4 or 5 classes a day. After that, children, it's very difficult for parents also to manage the children, you know, throughout the day inside the house. So when they attend these classes, they are, you know, active and they are doing something that they like. And most of them, you know, they're free for a certain time. So it gives them an exposure. If they like it, they can pay for it. If they don't like it, go to another one. But tremendous exposure given to children in these times. Lots of people are giving a lot of free classes. So motivate the children to attend all these classes, whether it's dance class, maths class, whatever. And after doing the free thing, then they can decide whether they want to do it or not. Okay, just about that. And the teachers, you know, you have, of course, you have your entitled 1 month holiday. But, you know, in our minds, we think holiday is not doing work. If you don't treat this as work, like all this time, if I consider this as work, I'd say, oh gosh, I have to sit, you know, and do this. But I consider it as my growth, my enjoyment. So I love to attend these webinars. So this is not work. Empower yourself and attend a lot. There are such wonderful things happening. In your life, you will never get a chance like this. All this is soon going to be heavily paid. You will be paying through your nose to attend these. So attend a lot of this in a day. Keep 1 or 2 hours for your self-growth. Just find out which are the webinars happening, who's doing what, trainings. You know, don't go by number of training, that is mandatory, okay. But besides that, interesting trainings. Whatever trainings you do, please put them on the group and a little bit about what the training was about, so that others also feel motivated. So if you've done something nice, like Deepika attends, you know, the synergy she has introduced you to. So she's not kept it to herself. She's given it to you. So put it on the group. I attended this was really lovely, and this is what happened. Others feel motivated. You know, it's like if I have to see a movie, if somebody is giving good reviews, then I want to see it, I'll see it. So others also get benefited. So during these holiday, that 1 month, don't just think that, you know, holiday hai, so we'll sleep. So this 1 month, take full advantage of becoming better and better. Okay, thank you.
Icon में बहुत ज़्यादा काम है. So don't let that happen. Meet the deadlines. I've given you quite a bit of time for the PBL. Now it's almost another week that I'm giving you. So finish that. Then we will have 1 whole week to do holiday homework. So it's not as if it's a lot of work. It's just that if you do it on time and meet the deadlines, it won't be a lot to do.
Time management, the crux of all your life. Whoever says na icon mein kaam hai, please look inside and see how am I managing my time. Icon mein kaam nahi hai, bilkul nahi hai. Go to other schools, there's so much paperwork, but you know, you are just concentrating on good teaching. So concentrate on that.
Okay, also we have a new house mistresses this year. Susan has the list, of course, and she has also forwarded the names of the teachers who are in particular houses. Now, because we know that online is going to be for a long time, last year we were unprepared, so we had the same teachers taking over, but this year we know that it's going to be online. So if you need the list of students who belong to a particular house, get in touch with Lalita. She will give you the full house list. Try and put some kind of effort into bringing up your own houses. Have Zoom meetings before competitions. Find out from teachers who are the students who are selected for your competitions, for their competitions, for those classes. Give them whatever possible help you can to make them win for your house, so that you get the championship trophy. Discipline points are of course not deducted like last year, but these competition points will decide who is going to win the championship trophy. So if it's an English competition, the English teachers should get involved. If it's a science competition, make sure that the science teachers are there to guide the children, tell them what to do, how to prepare. If they have some questions, if they have some doubts in something, clarify them, train them, have 1 or 2 Zoom meetings with them, irrespective of what class. It doesn't just apply to your own class. You're free to go to any other class. So the senior teachers can actually go to the primary classes, primary class teachers can go to the senior classes, find out. Sometimes it's just waking them up and telling them that this competition is coming up, start preparing. Sometimes it's just that one that you have to. So I'm not saying, start drilling them. If it's a quiz coming, start taking questions, umpteen number of sessions. I'm not saying that. But just reminder that your quiz is coming up. Maybe you can read your science book. Maybe you can go, if you read your science book, go beyond that and read from somewhere else. Just that little bit of help is all that is required. So do that and make your house win. Yes, Susan.
Yes, Susan. The teachers, especially the master and equal, you can help little bit the children in the election process also. Please how the candidates and how you can explain it to them. That is very good. Especially the class 5 and 6. Yeah,
so voting is class 5 to 10.
Yeah, so voting is class 5 to 10.
1 to 4 is more like preparation for next year, because they will vote for next year. So do that for class 4 also. Also 1 to 4, make them, give them an introduction about what is happening. It will be nice for them to know that school is going to be, having elections, and you belong to each house. Especially class 1, they're still new to this whole house system. So class teachers or even other subject teachers who've been in the house and who know the system, talk to the children about it so that they know what is happening in the school. In online teaching, what really happens is there's a disconnect between the school and the student. So this is one way where you can get them involved. Have the 4 logos. So that that these are the logos of the house. This is Trojan, this is Titan, this is Phoenix, this is Unicorn, and this is what the theme of each house is. These are the students who are. I've seen that the videos are on the icon. So even if 1 to 4 teachers want to share it with the children, want to tell them about it, go ahead and tell them. It will be nice for them to know what's happening. Okay. So and of course 5.
So and of course 5 also given in our calendar, but also the dance it is on the 17th. How it is going to be conducted. For teachers also there is voting.
Yeah, so polling is going to be online. For students as well as teachers. So the dates will be the same that are mentioned in the calendar. All of you please refer to the calendar so that you know what's coming up, how to prepare for it. Right? So we have less than a minute left. So we have less than a minute left. I'm sure it was a good 1 week. I'm sure it was a good 1 week. To the next one. And looking forward to the next one. Of course, there are 2 holidays. So it will give you enough time to do your project-based learning. And by Friday 6 o'clock, by Friday 6 o'clock, have all the PPTs or the So rest of the Sunday is still left. Wish you a good Sunday. Relax. Wish you a good Sunday. Spend time with the family. Take care of yourselves. And take care of yourselves on Monday. And we meet on Monday. Okay. Bye everybody.
Bye ma'am.
Bye ma'am. Thank you.